Imagine reaching the pinnacle of success, fame, fortune, and adoring fans, only to watch it all crumble in an instant. Today, we're uncovering the shocking stories of 25 African-American stars who lost everything to addiction. Some fell from grace at the height of their careers, while others fought to reclaim their lives after hitting rock bottom. Stay tuned, because this list is bound to surprise you. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're ready, and let's get started. Another heartbreaking story of a black star consumed by addiction is that of Whitney Houston. Hailed as one of the greatest vocalists in music history, Houston mesmerized the world with her powerhouse voice and timeless hits that continue to inspire generations. With over 220 million records sold, she had it all: fame, fortune, and an unmatched legacy of accolades. Yet, beneath the glamour, her tragic decline began in the late 1980s and escalated through the 1990s as signs of erratic behavior emerged, revealing the depths of her battle with substance abuse. What seemed like an unstoppable career soon became overshadowed by personal struggles, marking the heartbreaking downfall of a once incomparable icon. On February 11, 2012, the world mourned the loss of an irreplaceable legend when Whitney Houston was found unresponsive and submerged in the bathtub at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office ruled her death as accidental drowning, with cocaine use and arteriosclerotic heart disease listed as contributing factors. The report indicated that she had consumed cocaine shortly before her passing, which ultimately led to the tragic and untimely end of her life. Houston's death remains a heartbreaking testament to the destructive grip of addiction, serving as a stark reminder of its far-reaching consequences, especially within the entertainment industry and the African-American community. Her passing not only marked the loss of an iconic voice, but also underscored the urgent need for awareness and support for those battling substance abuse. Sean Combs, famously known as Diddy or Puff Daddy, is a music mogul whose influence on hip-hop and the entertainment industry is undeniable. As a producer, rapper, and entrepreneur, he built an empire, crafting unforgettable hits and hosting lavish events that solidified his status as a cultural icon. Yet, beneath the surface of his larger-than-life persona, Diddy battled addiction, a struggle that cast a shadow over his immense success. Despite his towering achievements, substance abuse took a toll on his personal relationships and tarnished aspects of his reputation within the industry. His story serves as a powerful reminder that even those who seem to have it all can grapple with demons hidden behind the glitz and glamour. Meek Mill, the acclaimed American rapper, has faced numerous challenges throughout his career, including a difficult battle with addiction that deeply affected his personal and professional life. He first gained widespread recognition in 2011 after appearing on a label compilation album, but his rise to fame was overshadowed by ongoing legal troubles, mental health struggles, and substance abuse. His addiction began innocently enough. After undergoing wisdom teeth surgery, he was prescribed painkillers, but what started as a temporary relief soon spiraled into dependency. As his struggles intensified, the pressures of fame and the weight of his legal battles made it difficult for him to fully embrace the success he had worked so hard to achieve. In 2008, Meek Mill was convicted of drug possession and sentenced to 11 to 23 months in prison, followed by 8 years of probation. His time behind bars and ongoing legal issues were compounded by his struggles with addiction, making it a difficult period in his life. After years of battling substance abuse and facing the pressure of probation, Meek Mill eventually sought help and began his journey toward recovery. Reflecting on his experiences, he shared, "I think there should be a clear line between having this problem and being afraid to tell your probation officer because you don't want to get locked up for many years." Despite these challenges, Meek Mill has persevered, and today he remains one of the most influential figures in the music industry, using his platform to advocate for social justice and reform. Earl Simmons, better known as DMX, was a hip-hop icon whose raw lyrics, powerful delivery, and electrifying stage presence made him a legend. Despite his meteoric rise and lasting impact on rap, his career was plagued by the relentless grip of addiction. DMX's journey began in 1985, beatboxing for local rapper Reddy Ron, who later introduced him to the world of hip-hop and, unknowingly, to a lifelong struggle. In a 2020 interview, DMX revealed that his addiction to cocaine started when Reddy Ron laced a cigarette without his knowledge, triggering a battle that would haunt him for decades. Though his talent was undeniable, addiction cast a long shadow over his life, ultimately shaping his legacy as both a musical powerhouse and a cautionary tale. Despite multiple stints in rehab, DMX struggled to break free from the grip of addiction. On the night of April 2nd, 2021, tragedy struck when he suffered a heart attack at home and was rushed to White Plains Hospital. The cause, a deadly mix of stimulants, alcohol, and complications from an infection, led to respiratory failure and severe brain damage. For days, fans and loved ones held on to hope, but his condition worsened as his vital organs, liver, kidneys, and lungs, began to fail. On April 9th, at the age of 50, DMX was pronounced dead, marking the devastating end of a life defined by both extraordinary talent and immense personal battles. His story remains a heartbreaking testament to the relentless grip of addiction and its tragic consequences, serving as a sobering reminder of its impact even on the most powerful voices in music. Nate Robinson, a former professional basketball player known for his impressive slam dunks and fierce competitive spirit, captured the hearts of sports fans everywhere. At just 5 feet 9 inches, Robinson became a 3-time champion of the slam dunk contest in 2010, proving that talent and determination could surpass physical limitations. However, despite his success, Nate struggled with alcohol addiction. What started as occasional drinking gradually escalated, impacting both his performance on the court and his personal relationships. His battle with addiction became a significant challenge in his life, overshadowing some of the achievements that once made him a celebrated figure in basketball. In 2022, Nate Robinson revealed that he had been battling kidney disease, a consequence of years of alcohol abuse. By April 2024, his condition had deteriorated to the point where a kidney transplant became essential for his survival and hope for a long life. In an interview with Men's Health magazine, Robinson shared his heartfelt desire to be there for his family, saying, "I have to be here. I want to live another 40 years, be a grandfather, see my grandkids, take them to the gym, tell them stories about when I was in the NBA." His words reflect his determination to overcome his health struggles and cherish more time with his loved ones. Don Cornelius, the legendary television host and producer, is best remembered as the creator and longtime host of Soul Train, a groundbreaking music and dance program that aired from 1970 to 1993. Cornelius revolutionized the entertainment industry by introducing black music and culture to a national audience, becoming a trailblazer in television. However, despite his monumental success, Cornelius faced significant personal struggles, he battled alcohol and substance abuse, which took a toll on both his health and career. Over the last 3 decades of his life, he dealt with numerous health issues that impacted his well-being, ultimately overshadowing his remarkable professional achievements. In 1982, Don Cornelius underwent a grueling 21-hour surgery to correct a congenital blood vessel defect in his brain. Although the procedure was successful, he faced severe post-surgical complications, including debilitating seizures, which ultimately forced him into early retirement to prioritize his health. Despite stepping away from the spotlight, Cornelius remained a revered figure in entertainment. However, on February 1, 2012, tragedy struck when police responded to a distress call at his Los Angeles home, where he was discovered with a self-inflicted gunshot wound. He was 75. His passing sent shockwaves through the music and television industries, leaving fans and loved ones heartbroken. Though gone, Cornelius's legacy endures, immortalized by his pioneering work on Soul Train and his iconic sign-off, "I am Don Cornelius, and as always in farewell, we wish you love, peace, and soul." Marvin Gaye, an icon of rhythm and blues and soul, was a musical genius whose influence resonated deeply within the African-American community and beyond. Yet behind the brilliance of his career lay a heartbreaking struggle with addiction. His battle with substance abuse began in the early 1960s when he was introduced to cocaine, and by the late 1970s, his dependence had spiraled out of control. Despite multiple attempts at recovery, Gaye found himself trapped in a relentless cycle of rehab and relapse. His addiction was further compounded by severe anxiety and depression, which weighed heavily on both his personal life and artistic journey. While his talent remained undeniable, his struggles increasingly overshadowed his legacy, serving as a tragic reminder of the destructive power of addiction. Marvin Gaye's struggles with addiction and paranoia became so intense that he began wearing a bulletproof vest, convinced he was being targeted. He only removed it while performing or at home, but even within those walls, his mental and emotional turmoil continued to spiral. On April 1, 1984, his downward battle reached a devastating climax. Following a heated argument, in a tragic and shocking turn of events, his father fatally shot him. The loss was not only a heartbreaking tragedy for his family, but also a profound blow to his fans and the African-American community. An autopsy later revealed traces of cocaine in his system, serving as a haunting reminder of the grip addiction had on his life and the price he ultimately paid. Pimp C, the influential rapper and producer, is a tragic example of a black celebrity whose battle with addiction ultimately cost him his life. As one half of the underground hip-hop duo UGK with Bun B, Pimp C helped create some of the most iconic albums in Southern hip-hop, including Too Hard to Swallow, Super Tight, and Ridin' Dirty, which earned the group widespread recognition and respect in the hip-hop community. However, Pimp C's struggles with addiction, which began as he dealt with the pressures of the hip-hop industry, would ultimately take a toll on his life. On December 4, 2007, tragedy struck when he was found unconscious in his hotel room in West Hollywood, California. Medical staff pronounced him dead shortly after, and it was determined that his death was caused by an overdose of cough syrup, compounded by sleep apnea. Pimp C's untimely death at the age of 30 serves as a painful reminder of the destructive power of addiction. The story of Michael K. Williams, the acclaimed Hollywood actor known for his unforgettable roles in The Wire and Boardwalk Empire, is both compelling and tragic. Williams rose to fame for his portrayal of Omar Little, a complex and fearsome character in The Wire. However, the emotional weight of playing a character immersed in the world of drugs had a profound impact on Williams, affecting his mental and emotional health and leading him to struggle with addiction. His battle began with a smoking habit that eventually spiraled into a dependency on various substances. On September 6, 2021, Williams was found dead at the age of 54 in his Brooklyn apartment by his nephew. The New York City Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that his death resulted from an overdose involving a combination of more than 4 substances. This devastating loss came just months after Williams had publicly shared his efforts to seek help for his mental health and addiction issues. His untimely death stands as a heartbreaking reminder of the destructive power of addiction, even for those who have found great success in their careers. Another African-American icon whose legacy was deeply intertwined with addiction was Rick James. A pioneer of R&B, funk, and rock, James skyrocketed to fame in 1978 with his breakthrough album Come Get It, featuring the hit track You and I. His electrifying sound and flamboyant persona made him a dominant force in music, but as his stardom soared, so did the temptations that often come with fame. Drugs, alcohol, and an endless cycle of extravagant parties. Under the immense pressure of the music industry and the demands of his high-energy performances, James increasingly turned to substances as a way to cope. What began as indulgence soon spiraled into a destructive battle with addiction, overshadowing his career and threatening to consume the very talent that made him a legend. Rick James's journey from casual drug use to severe addiction was a tragic descent that consumed his life and career. At his lowest, he confessed to spending thousands of dollars each week on drugs, fueling a relentless cycle of self-destruction. As his addiction deepened, his health crumbled. Diabetes, strokes, and heart attacks took their toll. On August 6, 2004, the music world was shaken when James was found lifeless in his Los Angeles home. The autopsy uncovered traces of 9 different substances, yet none were deemed the direct cause of death. At 56, he left behind a legacy of groundbreaking music overshadowed by the heavy cost of his struggles. Samuel L. Jackson, a Hollywood icon and one of the highest-grossing actors in history, has built a legendary career spanning over 4 decades, with his films amassing more than $27 billion worldwide. However, his path to success was fraught with personal struggles, including a battle with addiction. In the late 1970s, as his career gained momentum, Jackson found himself turning to drugs and alcohol, initially as a way to manage the pressures of the entertainment industry and the financial instability that weighed on him. What began as an escape soon spiraled into a serious dependency, affecting both his personal and professional life. Despite these challenges, Jackson eventually confronted his addiction head-on, transforming his struggles into a powerful story of resilience that would later fuel his performances and shape his legacy. Samuel L. Jackson's battle with addiction reached a turning point in 1991 when he came home after a farewell party, heavily intoxicated. His wife discovered him unconscious on the kitchen floor and, realizing the severity of the situation, urged him to seek professional help. Determined to turn his life around, Jackson committed himself to rehab and successfully overcame his addiction. Looking back, he has been candid about how substance abuse stunted his growth as an actor. He believes that without the distractions of drugs and alcohol, his craft could have reached even greater depths, and his career might have soared to even greater heights. Despite this, his resilience and ability to channel his past struggles into his performances have only added to his legacy as one of Hollywood's most compelling actors. Clifford Joseph Harris Jr., widely known as T.I., is a celebrated rapper and actor who has faced a turbulent journey with addiction. Early in his career, he was entangled in drug dealing and experimented with various substances, but his struggles escalated following his release from prison on March 26, 2010, after serving time for weapon-related charges. In an attempt to manage pain from multiple dental surgeries, T.I. turned to prescription painkillers, unknowingly stepping into the grip of a severe addiction. What started as a medical necessity quickly spiraled out of control, threatening both his health and career. However, T.I. fought to reclaim his life, overcoming substance abuse and using his personal experiences as a force for change. Today, he speaks openly about his journey to recovery and actively advocates for rehabilitation over incarceration, particularly for those in the African American community, emphasizing the importance of support and second chances. Lamar Odom, a gifted professional basketball player widely recognized for his talent, is a tragic example of how substance abuse can derail a promising career. Lamar's basketball journey thrived in the early 2000s, leading him to join the Los Angeles Lakers, where he played alongside the legendary Kobe Bryant. He played a key role in helping the Lakers secure back-to-back championships in 2009 and 2010, and earned the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award in 2011. However, despite his notable success on the court, Lamar privately battled substance abuse, which eventually overshadowed his career and personal life. In a candid interview with TMZ, Lamar Odom shared the depth of his struggles, revealing that during his marriage to Khloe Kardashian, his situation had worsened to the point where a woman he was involved with used his phone to call Khloe to pick him up. This personal crisis was compounded by the toll it took on his career. On October 13, 2015, Lamar suffered a nearly fatal drug overdose at a brothel in Nevada. He experienced kidney failure, multiple heart attacks, 12 strokes, fell into a coma, and required a ventilator to survive. This devastating medical event marked the end of his marriage and effectively put an end to his professional basketball career. Richard Pryor is widely regarded as one of the greatest and most influential comedians of all time. With a successful career that earned him an Emmy and 5 Grammy Awards, Pryor was at the pinnacle of entertainment. However, his career and personal life began to unravel in the late 1970s as he struggled with severe drug addiction and alcoholism. His addiction led to erratic behavior, alienating friends and colleagues, and causing a series of legal, financial, and personal troubles. His wife at the time, Jennifer Lee, shared that she left him after witnessing his rapid descent into cocaine addiction. She recalled, "After 2 weeks of watching him spiral into addiction, I left. It was clear the drug had become his lover, and nothing I did seemed to matter anymore." In 1977, after years of heavy smoking and drinking, Richard Pryor suffered a mild heart attack at just 36 years old. His health continued to deteriorate, and he experienced a second heart attack in 1990. On the morning of December 10, 2005, Pryor passed away from a third heart attack at his home in Los Angeles. Reports indicated that his fatal heart attack was caused by coronary artery disease, a condition that was exacerbated by his long history of smoking and substance abuse. D'Angelo, the renowned singer, songwriter, and producer, is another prominent black celebrity who has faced significant struggles with addiction. Known for his influential R&B and soul music in the mid-1990s, particularly with albums like Brown Sugar and Voodoo, D'Angelo quickly became a major figure in the music scene. However, after the overwhelming success of these albums, his personal struggles, including addiction, started to surface. His appearance and mental health became subjects of intense media scrutiny. Feeling the weight of the public's attention, D'Angelo decided to step away from the spotlight. On the last day of his 8-month tour, he famously told his bandmates, "I can't wait for this tour to end. I'm going into the woods. I'm going to drink, grow my beard, and gain weight." And he followed through, retreating from the public eye to cope with his struggles. However, as D'Angelo withdrew from the public eye, his life took a darker turn as he began struggling with alcohol and substance abuse. He admitted that initially, he turned to these substances to cope with the intense pressure and stress of fame. Unfortunately, his addiction spiraled out of control, resulting in several arrests and a near-fatal car accident in 2005. Despite these challenges, D'Angelo made a remarkable comeback in 2014 with the release of Black Messiah, showing that even after a difficult period, he was determined to overcome his struggles. Unlike D'Angelo, however, many other black celebrities didn't get the chance to turn their lives around or find lasting sobriety. Nate Dogg, a legendary figure in hip-hop known as the King of Hooks for his distinct voice and unforgettable choruses on numerous classic West Coast rap tracks, faced significant struggles with addiction throughout his life. Raised in an environment where substances were prevalent, these influences played a major role in shaping his lifestyle and choices. As his career progressed, alcohol, drugs, and the party lifestyle became ingrained in his daily routine, taking a toll on both his health and personal relationships. Despite his immense contributions to music, these challenges ultimately overshadowed some of his later years. Unfortunately, on December 19, 2007, after years of substance abuse, Nate Dogg suffered a stroke. He was able to recover after a week in the hospital and undergoing rehabilitation, but his struggles with alcohol and drug abuse persisted throughout his recovery. On September 12, 2008, he suffered another stroke, and despite continued efforts to overcome his health issues, Nate Dogg tragically passed away on March 15, 2011, at the age of 41. His death was a result of complications from multiple strokes and congestive heart failure, marking the end of a music career that had greatly shaped the West Coast hip-hop scene. Eddie Griffin, the renowned comedian, actor, and writer, known for his roles in films like Undercover Brother and the TV show Malcolm and Eddie, is a notable example of a black star who faced significant struggles with addiction. With his sharp wit and unfiltered comedic style, Griffin quickly rose to prominence. However, the pressures of his career, including late nights and a demanding schedule, led him to develop a dependence on substances. This addiction resulted in erratic behavior, which negatively impacted his personal relationships and career. Thankfully, Griffin was able to overcome his struggles and now speaks openly about his journey, using his experience to inspire others. In recent interviews, he has shared how his mission is to offer hope in times of despair, joy amid sorrow, love in the face of hate, and truth in a world full of falsehoods. Lil' Kim, born Kimberly Denise Jones, is a trailblazing force in hip-hop and one of rap's most influential female artists. Beneath her tough, unapologetic persona, however, lies a history of deep personal struggles, including a prolonged battle with substance abuse. Her challenges with drugs began early, as she left home at just 14 and found herself navigating the dangerous world of drug dealers and traffickers to survive. Initially performing small tasks for those in the trade, she soon turned to substances as an escape from the crushing weight of insecurity, low self-esteem, and the harsh realities of her surroundings. Lil' Kim's turbulent relationship with the notorious B.I.G. played a significant role in fueling her battle with addiction. His tragic death in 1997 sent her into a downward spiral, intensifying the emotional toll on her personal life, career, and overall well-being. As her struggles mounted, she found herself entangled in legal troubles, including a 2005 conviction for perjury and conspiracy after misleading a grand jury about her associate's involvement in a shooting. Though she served her sentence and worked to rebuild her career, the lingering effects of addiction remained a formidable challenge. Yet despite the hardships, Lil' Kim's resilience and groundbreaking influence in hip-hop continue to solidify her status as a true icon of the genre. Lauryn Hill, the legendary singer, songwriter, and rapper, is celebrated as one of the most influential artists in music history. With over 50 million albums sold worldwide, as one of the best-selling female rappers of all time, she redefined hip-hop and R&B with her groundbreaking artistry. However, the immense pressure of fame, coupled with the relentless demands of her career and the expectations of her fans, became overwhelming. In 2000, Hill withdrew from the public eye, entering a period of isolation. She severed ties with her management team, stopped giving interviews, and distanced herself from the music industry. During this time, she battled substance abuse and exhibited erratic behavior, raising concerns about her well-being. Despite these challenges, Lauryn Hill's legacy remains untarnished, and her influence on music and culture continues to inspire generations. Mystikal, a powerhouse in Southern hip-hop, known for his electrifying performances and unmistakable flow, has faced a turbulent journey marked by addiction and legal troubles. His struggles with substance abuse were deeply intertwined with a series of arrests and legal battles that cast a shadow over his career. Over the years, he faced multiple charges, including drug possession and probation violations, leading to several incarcerations, the most notable being a 6-year prison sentence. Though he never pleaded guilty to drug possession, his repeated run-ins with the law underscored the grip of addiction on his life. Mystikal's story serves as a stark reminder that even immense talent and success cannot shield one from the devastating consequences of substance abuse. Billie Holiday, affectionately known as Lady Day, revolutionized jazz and pop music with her soulful voice and emotive storytelling. But her life was tragically shaped by the grip of addiction. Struggling with alcoholism and drug dependence for much of her career, Holiday's health steadily declined. In early 1959, she was diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver, a consequence of years of heavy drinking. Despite multiple attempts to overcome her addiction, she suffered repeated relapses, further weakening her body. In May 1959, she was hospitalized for heart failure and kidney complications. Yet even in her fragile state, she was arrested for heroin possession after authorities discovered drugs in her room. Just weeks later, still under police custody, she passed away at the age of 44. Though her life was marked by hardship, Billie Holiday's legacy endures as a testament to both her unparalleled artistry and the devastating toll of addiction. Charlie Wilson, affectionately known as Uncle Charlie, rose to fame in the 1970s and 1980s with timeless hits like Outstanding, You Dropped a Bomb on Me, and Burn Rubber on Me. However, his journey to stardom was followed by a harrowing battle with alcohol and drug addiction. Between 1993 and 1995, Wilson found himself homeless, struggling to survive on the streets of Hollywood Boulevard. Determined to reclaim his life, he sought help, embraced sobriety, and never looked back. His remarkable transformation not only reignited his career, but also earned him a well-deserved star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a symbol of his resilience and redemption. Reflecting on his journey, Wilson proudly stated, "Today, I stand before you as a man who has been sober for 29 years. No relapses, just one day at a time, 7 days a week." His story remains a powerful testament to the strength of perseverance, proving that even in the darkest moments, recovery is possible. Ja Rule, a prominent rapper with millions of albums sold, faced a turbulent battle with substance abuse despite his success in music and reality TV. Growing up in a tough environment, he started working the streets at just 12 or 13 to support his family, leading him to drug dealing and eventual addiction. His struggles became public as he faced legal troubles, including a 2011 prison sentence for weapons possession and tax evasion. Though he hasn't spoken extensively about his recovery, prison became a turning point, prompting him to reassess his life. Since then, Ja Rule has rebuilt his career, pursued business ventures, and now advocates for resilience and positive change. Recent revelations about some celebrities have shown that they not only struggle with self-control, but also get involved in scandals and illegal parties. Addiction has seriously impacted their health and careers, leading to multiple lawsuits and even the risk of imprisonment. This has made both fans and the entertainment industry reflect on the devastating effects of addiction on great talents. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support our channel.